Messed up, bro. The thing that sucked is I have two boys. So I want to press charges on this guy.
How many shots did you fire?
2 or 3 just to scare. Probably going to jail forever.
Monday, May 13th, 2024, Albuquerque, New Mexico. During the morning rush, hundreds of vehicles move along one of the city's busiest highways. A sudden maneuver, an inappropriate gesture, and an impulsive response from one driver to another are enough to trigger a spiral of violence. What begins as a minor traffic incident escalates right in front of witnesses and cameras into a broad daylight shooting, and authorities must act immediately. I'm Tyler, and today's Daily Dose of Crime features exclusive, never-before-seen footage from police records and court documents. Every individual involved is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Viewer discretion is advised for mature content.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Step outside! Step outside! Get out of the car! Get over here! Stand over here! Walk right there! Stop right there! Get on your knees! Get on your knees! Get on your knees! Lay down on your stomach! Lay down on your stomach!
From the neighboring lane, officers with the New Mexico State Police have a clear view as the driver of a Nissan Pathfinder reaches out of his window and fires a weapon directly at another moving vehicle. They see everything: the movement, the gun, and the shot. And within moments, they activate their emergency lights and position themselves right behind the suspect. The driver, later identified as Paul Marquez, pulls over and steps out of the vehicle, only to quickly be restrained and handcuffed by officers for a crime committed in plain view of the law.
Right now, right? You have the right to remain silent.
I know the whole gist, brother. You're good, bro. I know what's going on, bro. I'm not gonna fuck you. I know what's going on, bro.
You don't have any other weapons on you?
Nah, bro. Bro.
I'm just gonna take this out your back pocket, brother. Alright? Face the camera for me. You say you don't have anything else in you? I'm gonna check the loop, make sure you don't have anything in there, man.
Good, brother. Hey, man, I know they probably patted you down. I'm gonna pat you down too. Just want face the car, put your feet apart. Anything on you I should know about? Anybody tell you that you're under arrest yet?
Yeah, bro, I figured, bro. That's why I said.
I appreciate you not putting up a fight or doing anything silly.
It's cool, bro. Messed up, bro.
You're not hurt or injured in any way? I still got your wallet there right there. Trade these handcuffs out with the Carabiner, then, okay? We'll grab this off in here. And there's okay. I'm gonna leave these in your car so they don't get lost, okay? I have something, let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Yep.
Do you mind if I get a phone call, bro? Whenever
You have a phone in your car?
I have my phone in my car, bro, and I'm just seeing if I can get all my personal stuff with me, brother.
Your phone will come with you as well as your wallet. Everything else can't go with you to the jail.
I'm saying like.
Without resistance, Marquez cooperates as he's escorted to the patrol unit. Before being taken to the detention center, he makes one simple request: to retrieve his cell phone from the vehicle.
The thing that sucked is I have two boys.
Are they?
They weren't with me. But the thing that kind of upsets me is when the shot came through, and I don't know where it went, but this right here is like upsetting. So I want to press charges on this guy.
Yeah, we got it, man. I'm sorry.
Like I was telling the other officer, we were getting off the sale. I was trying to merge in. This guy almost grabbed me from the back. He got upset, rolled down his window, flashed his gun. After I seen, I zoomed by him, trying to get away, and this guy is just like right on my. I have everything on dash cam as well.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. Can you save that?
I can.
Can you save it? Hey, come here. Come here real quick. Open up this door. Open up that door. Stand right here. Stand right here. Come here. Turn around.
An officer approaches the victim and performs a quick check to ensure they weren't injured and are not carrying a weapon.
Turn around. All right, man.
I appreciate
you. Good. Do you have your license on you too?
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Let me get a notepad real quick.
Passenger side.
Officers walk alongside the vehicle, identifying each and every bullet strike one by one.
Rounds did. The back door did. That one got stopped, I think, by the crash panel. The other one went through. The passenger one, the back, maybe. Yeah, that one went through.
The only one I would say, tell me to warrant for insurance.
So we're involved in a drive-by shooting, essentially road rage incident. You were the one who waved me down, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so and this is your vehicle right here?
Yes.
This gray TRD?
Yes.
Could you do me a favor real quick and just write me down a quick narrative of what you saw before you saw me, and then what happened, and then how you felt during the whole entire event? And then as far as the vehicle, do I have permission to go in your vehicle and check to see for evidence, see if any bullets went through?
That's fine.
What happened? Because there are some bullet holes on your passenger side here. I see a total of 3. There may be more. I don't know.
Okay. That's fine. I need permission.
Thank you. What was your name again? Victor Chavez. Yes.
While Marquez remains in custody, officers speak with the victim, who points out the bullet impacts along the side of the vehicle. The damage is obvious and substantial. Officers inspect each strike, discuss the trajectory, and begin reconstructing the incident. They then ask the victim for a detailed statement, and his testimony becomes essential in piecing together the exact moment when a simple road dispute nearly turned deadly. Three bullets hit the passenger side of the vehicle, one in the rear door, one in the rear window frame, and one close to the wheel well. The trajectory indicates the shooter fired at close range, while both vehicles were in motion.
Are you going to investigations now, aren't you?
Officers document the damage to the victim's car with precision. Each bullet hole is photographed and logged as key evidence in the investigation. Once it's complete, they move to Marquez's Nissan Pathfinder, securing the area with crime scene tape while preparing a formal search. The firearm used in the attack has not yet been recovered, and everything suggests that it may still be inside. Every detail from the initial gesture to the moving gunfire will be crucial to reconstruct what happened.
Take him over there and get him out of here. Be transporting this 15 to the 81. TAC, I think at 14, is going to follow the 46 to the 81. Any water or anything, Paul?
After being formally arrested, Marquez is taken to a holding cell, and within hours he'll face an official interrogation for the highway shooting.
How did you know, like, the person ahead was an officer? Like, we weren't there, so I don't know if they were like in a marked unit or.
I didn't see him until I got in front of him and I sped up. So when I was passing on the cars in the left, I was in the middle lane. So I was kind of going pretty fast to get away from him, and then I noticed a black SUV on the left side. I was thinking it was probably just a regular SUV, but when I got closer, I looked at the plate, and that's how I knew it was a state trooper.
Okay.
Do you remember what the plate kind of identified the vehicle as? Or what it might have looked like, or similar?
It was a black plate with the badge on it. I can't remember the number or anything.
Okay.
And then were you able to like communicate anything to like the officer, or you said like that's when he started?
The victim explains that he noticed a dark SUV nearby, but it wasn't until he saw the black license plate and body style that he realized it was an unmarked patrol car. He had tried to alert the officer by honking and waving, and just moments later, the attacker opened fire.
There was somebody that was shooting. He looked at me, and then he just sped up while that guy sped up. So that guy took off in the third lane, and the officer went after him from there. And then I was just staying behind him the whole time.
What happened after that?
So when he finally pulled him over, he got out right away, disarmed his firearm, and was giving him commands to get out of the vehicle.
Did you end up like just passing them, or did you like kind of stay parked behind? Or
I just stayed behind the officer.
Did you observe anything in the vehicle, like a projectile or like a round or a casing or anything in particular?
No, I didn't see anything in there.
And I know you have the little one in your arms, but if you can maybe draw me a little sketch real quick.
When I was right by the officer as well?
No,
Or
just like before that. Like we'll start first, like where you were positioned when you first observed the firearm, and then we can go from there.
So when I got on Paseo, I was on the far right lane, which was an ending lane. Got into the left lane, and then I was in the third lane, but I was switching over to the middle lane, and then that's when that guy came behind me. He was tailgating me in the middle lane. So that's when he came around me. He was in the left lane, I was still in the middle, and that's when he first waved his firearm at me. And from there, he sped up, cut me off in the middle lane, and that's when he kind of slowed down a little bit. And from there, I came around to the left lane, the first lane, and then that's when he showed his firearm again. So when I seen that, I took off, got back in the middle lane in front of him, and then I was speeding up, and then the officer was in the left lane, and then that's when I was waving him down. So I was still in the middle, and then that's when that guy came back or went to the third lane, and that's when he shot me here while the officer was on the left lane.
So you were in the middle lane pretty much from the beginning after you made that left turn, or that, the turn to get onto the,
yes.
And then you made that turn this way?
To the left,
To the left? To get around his vehicle?
Yes.
Hours after the incident, the victim sits down with investigators to go over what had happened. His account is detailed and steady, though the tension is still evident in his voice. He describes how the other driver suddenly appeared, cutting him off in traffic. But what had triggered such an aggressive response? Investigators hand him a pen and paper to sketch out what had happened, and he calmly draws the highway lanes, marking exactly where the confrontation began. Paseo del Norte, second lane, a vehicle approaching fast, the threat escalating, first the gun, then the shots. Each detail helps clarify just how close he came to becoming a casualty. But one question remains. What makes a person open fire in broad daylight in front of many witnesses?
When you heard the shots, did you feel like the impacts on your vehicle, or did you just hear the shots?
I heard like thumps against my vehicle.
Okay.
I didn't know exactly where, but you could hear them impacting the vehicle.
And then what were you thinking like at that time when you heard? And then
at that time, I thought I was hit. I was checking myself at the same time.
Okay.
But my mind was just rushing at when all that happened, so I didn't really check myself for any impacts. But
Sure, your adrenaline was probably pretty high, right? Like,
yeah.
And then that vehicle, you noticed it was behind you pretty much the whole time getting onto Paseo?
So I did see him further back until he got closer, and then I realized he wasn't going to let me and other people in. So he sped up, cutting through the lanes from the back end.
So you noticed his behavior, driving behavior was maybe a little bit erratic, or was it just kind of all over the place?
Yeah, he was driving crazy when he was going around to get on Paseo.
When asked when the confrontation began, the victim answers firmly, it started when the other driver sped up behind him and cut him off. That's when he knew something wasn't right.
And just so I can recap and make sure I have everything right, did at any point the suspect and the suspect vehicle, the white vehicle, did that ever like go in front of you? I think you mentioned it may have.
Yes, he was in front of me.
Okay.
The first time when he waved his gun, that's when he cut me off, and that's when he was in front of me.
Okay. And then your dash cam should have captured that.
Yes.
During his interview, the victim tells investigators that his vehicle is equipped with a dashboard camera. He believes it may have recorded much of the encounter, including the lead-up, the close proximity, and the exact moment the shots were fired. Investigators take note immediately. The footage could offer a critical second perspective, not only documenting Marquez's behavior, but also backing up the victim's timeline. In a case like this, every recorded moment could mean the difference between a charge and a conviction.
Morning, man. My name's Everson Cruz. I'm State Police. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up you, okay? I'm gonna take you to another room real quick. We'll talk about it. That's right. You walk to the right. Into that room right there. So my name's Everson Cruz. I'm with State Police Investigations Bureau. This is Nico Garcia. So do you know how this rolls, man? You have your rights as well. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? Like I said, man, we have a few questions about what happened today.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. What gun do you have?
It's a Taurus 40.
Taurus 40?
Yeah.
Is that yours?
Yeah, it's mine.
So when they run it through ETF and stuff, it'll come back to you?
Yeah, it's mine. Yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back as mine, yeah.
Where's that gun at now?
It should be in the car. I put it in the passenger seat.
And can you tell me where?
It was either on the passenger seat, or if not, whenever I stopped it probably slid on the floor, but it was on the passenger side. That's why I put it. I didn't want anything to escalate further than what it already did.
How many shots did you fire? Do you remember?
I think it was like 2 or 3, just to scare him.
So what were you thinking at that point? Obviously, you're pissed off, bro. Someone just cut you off, you know?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that point?
Nothing. I just ruined my life. Probably going to jail forever now.
That was the only explanation Paul Marquez gave during questioning. No justification or remorse, just a sentence that changed everything for investigators.
Well, can you describe what you saw when you pulled up on him on the side before you got those rounds off? What did you see?
To be honest, I don't really remember it. It just kind of went all blurry real quick. Whenever everything happened, I just got too upset, and everything just kind of went. Everything just went blurry, and I don't really know what happened after that.
Did you see anybody else in that vehicle?
No, it was just him, and it looked like he was going to work too.
In the interrogation room, Paul Marquez speaks with what seems like honesty, saying he used a .40 caliber Taurus and left the weapon in the vehicle after the shooting. He admits to firing 3 rounds at the side of the victim's car while both were still in motion, and when asked why, he then pauses, saying that he simply lost control. His voice is quiet, he avoids eye contact, and he seems remorseful, hardly the same man who hours earlier had opened fire in traffic over a moment of anger.
Now, describe what you did because you said you exposed that firearm first, right?
Yeah.
Now, what was happening at that point? Because obviously, at some point, you said you were next to him at some point, right?
Yeah, I was next to him. At some point, almost pretty much right after we passed the bridge and he got in front of me, there was an open lane on the right-hand side of me, and I got in the far right-hand side, and he was in the middle lane. And then that's when I pulled up next to him.
Now, do you remember at what point you got those shots off?
It was probably about right after the bridge, probably a little after that, probably like a minute, 2 minutes after, 3 minutes after maybe.
What was your stance? How'd you get those rounds off?
Nothing.
Do you remember?
Nothing. I just pulled it up, and just right after that, that's when I just fired.
Have you shot guns before? Like you go to shooting ranges and stuff like that?
Yeah, here and there. Yeah.
Practice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, do you know how bullets work?
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you tell me about that?
Nothing. It probably could have went into another car, hit another person.
You obviously have a firearm, right? You bought a firearm, and you know how guns work. Rounds don't just stop. How'd you feel after?
Nothing. I messed up. I already know I did.
Did you see
I felt bad. I I shouldn't have done it.
When asked how he felt after pulling the trigger, he quietly says he felt bad for messing up. His voice and posture suggest sincere regret, but by then, it was already too late.
Now, what led you to stop?
He looked scared. Something else could have escalated further than that.
Now, when you were getting those rounds off, what was he doing? Could you see that?
No.
Now, fast forward a little bit. Now you're driving. You get those rounds off. What happens after that?
That's right away. That's when that cop had seen me, and he had turned his lights on, and that's when I pulled over.
Where was that cop at?
I'm not too sure where he was at.
But you saw him turn the lights on or something?
Yeah, I stopped and I seen a black SUV come my way, and I already knew it was a cop because how fast he was moving.
As the interrogation continues, investigators want to understand exactly what Marquez saw before firing. He says he knows how to use a firearm. He's trained before. He doesn't appear nervous. And when asked what he saw at the moment of the shooting, he says the victim looked scared, but he pulled the trigger anyway. At the time of the incident, Paul Marquez was just 22 years old, having no major criminal record, but had a history of aggressive behavior. Months earlier, he had been arrested in another road rage case, though that charge would later be dismissed. But this time, there would be consequences. He was initially charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and shooting from a moving vehicle. But after pleading guilty in October of 2024, the most serious charges were dropped. In a rare move, the victim requested that Marquez not be sent to prison, but instead be given a chance at rehabilitation. On January 22nd of 2025, instead of prison time, Marquez was accepted into the Young Adult Court Program, a specialized initiative focused on reintegration for defendants aged 18 to 25. Under strict supervision, Paul Marquez must comply with conditions including counseling, community service, education requirements, and regular court check-ins. His freedom won't be immediate, but he won't be spending the next several years behind bars either.